more with the traditional drop-back game out of empty, and it felt like by the end of the season, they had really kind of come together and figured out how to operate at a high level. So when you consider the fact that they have another offseason under the belt, even with some turnover on the offensive line, I expect them to be one of the best units in the NFL.
Yeah, so the interesting thing is, though, as Key mentioned, Cooper Kupp is the key in their offense and getting that passing game going. But Van Jefferson and Allen Robinson, who they just got, have to step up, especially with Woods leaving. But nobody really understands how they reached their success getting into the Super Bowl, beating the Bucs, beating all the different teams that the dude did to get there. And even in that game was their running game. That running game carried them throughout the playoffs and will continue to do that and relieve a lot of pressure off of Matthew Stafford when he's going through ups and downs and different things. And hopefully they don't have that this year because they have another year. They'll have another year going together. But I think that running game is a very big key for them.
Yeah, I mean, and they've had so many injuries. You know, Key, you talked about Cam Akers coming back. He wasn't quite himself. I thought Gerald Henderson was actually better at times. Then they go out and they draft Kyron Williams out of Notre Dame, and suddenly this group, which really looked like it could be an issue for them last season, looks healthy again. And to Ndamukong's point, they're going to lean on them heavily as they have done in the past because Sean McVay is a very run-centric coach.
The crazy thing about it, Laura and Sue, as you know, the Rams will start off one way. By the time they get to the trade deadline, they'll make some moves and bring in guys. Yeah. And all of a sudden you say, well, where are the picks going? Where do you get the money from? And then they're doing it all over again.
Hey,
so wild.
What about, let's pitch you on the Rams? Does that make sense, a return there?
It could. I mean, I don't know if their cap is going to allow something like that to happen.
That's the problem. I know.
And again, we're back in California.
They're a little bit tighter.
Although I did have a great conversation with the Kroenke the other day. So I still have affinity for that organization and wish them well when we're not playing against each other.
Okay. Mina, did you have something? You were going to say something there?
Oh, no. I mean, I think that actually is an area of need, although they have Greg Gaines at nose tackle, but with Sebastian Joseph-Day going to the Chargers, there's some depth issues, I would say, on the inside that Ndamukong could solve, but they don't have as much cap space as the Chargers. Or I'm going to throw out another team. This is my new bit. Ndamukong, how about the Raiders? $20 million in cap space right now. Rebuilt offense to compete in the AFC West. You love that tax situation. And interior defensive line, to me, jumps out as a real need on this team because, of course, you got Max Crosby and Chandler Jones on the outside. What do you think?
I like it, to be honest with you. Chandler Jones and Max Crosby, I was exchanging messages with him the other day. It's an interesting opportunity for sure. We'll see where it kind of ends up, but it could be that NFC West is the AFC West is very, very tough, which should be fun. You get out of that, you're almost destined to get to the Super Bowl.
You know, the funny thing is, Ndamukong thought he was signing up for a day being a guest analyst here, a couple days guest analyst here. He did not realize, and neither did we, that we were going to end up pitching you on all these different teams. We're going to pitch you on the entire NFL before we're through here.
For real.
But either way, it was your fault because you said the Bucs were out of the picture off the top of the show, so you were asked.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.